the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya a few weeks ago, and it was a Mark and Alex masterclass. What will it be here at Misano? Welcome to round 16 of the 2025 Formula One World Championship. We're in Rimini for the San Marino Grand Prix, Valle Country. Hello everybody, welcome to live coverage of Watch Along for MotoGP here for the Tissot Sprint. Well, this is it. Anything can happen in MotoGP, and it usually does. We could be about to see Marc Marquez win on a Ducati in Valentino Rossi country. That is the biggest upset. They've yet to accept him, have the Valle fans as well, after what happened 10 years ago. Yeah, literally, it's insane. But still, Marc Marquez can claim match point today and an opportunity to go forward and take it in Japan in 2 weeks' time. If he finishes this weekend more than 38 points ahead of his brother Alex, he can clinch the championship in Motegi. But he's got a lot of work to do. Once again, he starts fourth on the grid. But it's Marco Bezzecchi with Aprilia who have claimed the honours here at the beginning. He's on pole position alongside Alex Marquez and Fabio Quartararo, who starts in third position. He's on the old M1 bike. Now, look further down, Augusto Fernandez, who starts in 21st position. He's starting this race on the brand new V4. It's its first ever race as it's continuing a test weekend. It's critical to see what is going to happen ahead of all of the action. We're in for an unusual race here. 13 laps ahead of us, looking for some around Misano to see who will be victor. Can, for the first time this year, anyone other than a Marquez be victorious? Let's head down to the grid and speak with the Aprilia team boss, with Rachel.
Aprilia track, and he's made it seem like it is so far.
More than an Aprilia track, it is a Bezzecchi track probably, because Marco loved this one. Also Jorge for sure. And yeah, they did a wonderful job, in particular Marco. They put all together. Despite of not a good lap of Jorge, they help each other since yesterday, and it's quite good for a team to see them, in particular Marco, in the front.
And from here, he's got the best possible chance, hasn't he? Can he do it? Can he challenge the Ducatis?
We would like to work as usual, so no expectation, because we know where you put too much expectation, there is too much pressure. So we will see, and we say to him, please be calm.
Good luck, thank you.
Thanks.
I wonder whether he'll remember that. Please be kind out there. I mean, once the red mist is there, it's there, isn't it?
Yeah, you got to be aggressive. You can't be kind. You've got to go out here. You can make gaps as well really early on here with that turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, and turn 4 and 5. It's very tight, so you know you got to try and make a difference immediately. Now we've seen so far that it takes a little bit of time to activate the tires here, so they're most likely going to go with the medium front and the soft rear, but even the soft sort of comes on after a few laps, so they're going to have to be, you know, a little bit more gentle, and it's a very different race to Catalunya last week, where it was a lot of tire management. Here they can really go for the tires and abuse them all race long.
Oh, tyre abuse. Here is the winner of the Catalan Grand Prix last weekend. Alex Marquez was absolutely brilliant last Sunday, and he goes from the front row of the grid, and he looks really strong again.
Again, yeah, stronger space. He was really strong in the time attack again. Again, on these really long right-handers, the third sector around here, turn 11, 12, 13, where you really need to commit. He's able to carry that corner speed, pick up the bike really late, and get the drive, and he's got an advantage there. So, yeah, Alex Marquez, again, he's exceeding. He's back on form. He's had, ups and downs since Assen, really, but, yeah, he got that win in Catalunya last week, and he's looking good again this weekend.
Let's talk about Fabio Quartararo then, if we complete the front row of the grid. Fabs was a little bit disappointed, I think, with not getting pole position. It looks like he did have it in him, but he's on the front row, and that's really what's important here.
100%. Fabio Quartararo on time attack is an absolute animal. And in Barcelona last week, in Catalunya, he proved that he could also put it together in the races. I mean, he finished third in the sprint, fifth in the Grand Prix, despite the woes of the Yamaha, you know, with that rear grip dropping when the tire degradation is quite high. So don't be surprised if Fabio is stuck in here. I think he's going to be super aggressive with what I was talking about, activating the tires. He's the best one at doing that. He takes the risk. You'll see him, he'll come last on that grid, keeping his tires as warm as possible and taking risk in the first corners.
And of course, we're going to see the V4 battling in this sprint with Augusto Fernandez, which is exciting. They've done such a great job with that. I think we can hear from Yamaha team boss Maio Meregali. Let's find out. I think he's talking to Rachel.
Maio, Fabio said this was one of the most difficult, toughest weekends, and he's put it on the front row once again.
We didn't expect, because especially after this morning free session, he was not that confident. But then I think he has been really able to manage maybe his emotion, and then he really put together a really great lap in Q1, and then for me he just got the feeling on top. And what he did, if we compare also last year lap time, he improved almost 8/10, and it's a big improvement. At the end of the session we said that he's a crazy horse because he said I cannot, but then yeah, he did a really good lap. Now there are many riders with the medium. We are really considered to go with the soft, so I don't know which one will be the right choice. We know that with the medium we will lose some performance, so we are trying to squeeze as much as we can the soft, and then we will see.
Maio, it's going well so far. Good luck for this one.
Yeah, thank you.
Always a bit of a conundrum, but he's back. Fabio Quartararo is here in his inimitable French style of getting on the bike there, just cooling things down with a bit of ventilation in the suit.
Yeah, well, he's always loving it. He's got that magic necklace as well that he's been wearing for a couple of rounds now, and it seems like it's bringing him good luck, so why not keep using it? Yeah, Fabio was unbelievable, you know. In the time attack again, we saw him, he was quite animated on the bike, but I think he's more than disappointed. It's more just the amount of adrenaline that he gets when he puts this lap together. He does these perfect laps, and I can't emphasize how hard it is to do this, you know, to put it all together, to override the bike with that high rear grip and low fuel load. So he's the master at doing that, but he's also now really aggressive at the start races.
Talking about aggressive at the start of races, a quick word on this man, of course, Marc Marquez.
He's going to have to be super aggressive from the second row. You've got to make moves, especially in the sprint. There's not much time to recover. So yeah, Marc, I mean, his plan has to be really aggressive from the start, trying to find a way to be in the top 3 early on.
Yeah, what a sprint we have on the horizon then. Marc Marquez from the second row of the grid, and Marco Bezzecchi in pole position, Alex Marquez, and this man behind me, Fabio Quartararo, going from the front row of the grid. Stay with us for a few minutes. It's all about to kick off here in Misano.
It really is, Susie, as we gear up for what is going to be an absolute classic. There's a feeling in the air here that we're going to be witnessing something special. Is Marco Bezzecchi going to have a challenge, or is it going to be someone else at the front of the field? This is going to be something else. Well, this is the full grid. It's Marco Bezzecchi, Alex Marquez, and Fabio Quartararo as 1, 2, 3 on the order. But since we have literally a few moments, let's take a look, first of all, at the championship standings coming into this one. Marc Marquez is on 487 points. Alex Marquez on 305. There's a 182-point gap. Bagnaia, 237 to his name. He's more than double back, 250. He's way out of it to come into that one. Marco Bezzecchi, 290 points back. He's on 197. Pedro Costa runs out the top 5 at 183. So there's still a lot to try and contend with out there at the front. But still, there is a pressure here. There is a precipice that feels like it is arriving around the circuit. No Juan Mir, of course, in this race, as a reminder. So that is going to be something to contend with. He's sitting out today. He'll be back tomorrow for the Grand Prix. But right now, we're getting ready to get going for the MotoGP Tissot Sprint of San Marino. Back to Susie Perry to introduce us to the action.
Hello and welcome back to the Misano World Circuit. Marco Simoncelli, as you can see, we are ready here. The scene is set for this 13-lap sprint race. And what a prospect we have with this first and second row. Expect aggression as the grid clears here. Can't wait for this one, Gav.
Storylines all over Susie. Marc Marquez off the front row, but he's got pace. Quartararo in the mix. Alex looking to prolong his brother's title destiny. And local man, Marco Bezzecchi on pole and with the speed to succeed today.
Here it comes, the sprint race. MotoGP kicks in for round 16 of the 2025 season with the Misano World Circuit. Marco Simoncelli for the Red Bull Grand Prix of San Marino and the Rimini Riviera. And this is going to be a classic sprint race as we will head down to turn 1. What is a 90-degree right-hander. Anything can happen. Let's take a look at the starting grid then. Marco Bezzecchi on pole position from Alex Marquez in second, and Fabio Quartararo takes third. It's fourth for Marc Marquez, fifth for Franco Morbidelli, sixth Luca Marini. Fabio Di Giannantonio in seventh, Pecco Bagnaia is eighth, Pedro Costa ninth, Fernando Aguirre is 10th, Jorge Martinez 11th, Miguel Oliveira in 12th, Raul Fernandez 13th, Igor 14th, Brad Binder 15th, Miguel Oliveira 16th, Alex Rins 17th, Jan Zarco 18th, Anea Bashini 19th, Jack Miller in 20th, Augusto Fernandez 21st, Sonkat Chantra 22nd, and Juan Mir will not participate in today's race, but he will be here tomorrow. That is a promise that the team have said to him, that he will be joining us for the action then. So we'll wait to see whether or not that stays in contention or not. But right now, as things stand, it's an option that either could be contend with or might not contend with. We'll see how it fades overall during the contention of today's racing action. But still, this is going to be a fierce, fast, competitive, unsure race that you do not want to leave the room for at all. Megan Birch is walking into the commentary box shortly. Let's check in with our colleagues.
The grid in 8th place. The sprint is not his territory, we've learnt this year.
No, we actually did say we showed him on the line just before the start of the race, and you could see that he didn't look, let's say, didn't really look up for it. No, he struggled with the sprint, doesn't like that small fuel tank, doesn't like the feeling that gives him. It's certainly a major issue, but like you said, definitely looked more like the old Pecco Bagnaia this weekend, pretty fast.
Yeah, we're just a mile and a half or so from the coast here in Italy. The Misano World Circuit, Marco Simoncelli.
So here we go then. Oh, Sarah's asking when will Nina make a debut. Tomorrow in the Goodwood races. She's on the last race of the day. And plus one before that with the action as well. Megan's here. Megs?
Hi.
Pick me a winner.
Quartararo, just because I want someone who isn't a Marquez to win at least one.
Good pick. Well, teeth gritted, eyes focused. Green flag in the back. The Tissot sprint for round 16 at the Misano World Circuit for the San Marino sprint. Lights on. Lights out! We're pulling the throttle back down to turn 1 with Alex Marquez getting a good getaway down towards the first corner. He's going to lift off, but look at Alex under attack from Mark already. Bezzecchi has somehow kept the lead of the race. Mark's going round the outside of 1. Can he go around the outside of Bezzecchi as well? No, he can't. But Mark will force out Alex wide. He'll take second. Digi's going to the back of Quattararo to try and find some action back and towards turn number 1. But it's Mark to second. Bezzecchi held the lead.
I'm very surprised by that. Also, by the fact that Mark managed to pull off that move going into second. That was so close to both Bezzecchi and his brother.
It's nearly close to contact. Let's go down into turn 8. Let's compare to what we're going to have. No one going off too distance either at the moment. What's happened there to one of the VR46s? That's Morbidelli dropping back, and that's allowed it to go through. Augusto Fernandez was up the order. Now he's dropped back several places at the restart. But look at Marc Marquez looking very racy indeed. Coming down towards turn 14. Can he try and get the inside line on Marco Bezzecchi? No, can't, but Alex Marquez can. Look how close he is, man, his brother. Absolutely nose to tail. And Aprilia seem to have got the momentum in the early stages of this race. And Alex is charging down in the older Ducati compared to Mark on the newer Ducati.
Zarco has just... Oliveira's just gone down a couple of places. I think he's gone really wide down at that last corner. But I also saw someone else change position there. I can't tell who it was. Did we not get the screen thing? Or is it just because we've got so much on the screen to keep an eye on?
Can't have the lap chart because we've got so much on the screen to keep an eye on, yeah. So still on a bit of battle. And Mark's trying to go around the outside as well to take position over. It's still not going to happen down towards turn number 1.
So who got the worst start? Vinales went down at least 4 places.
Bagnaia down to 11th from 8th. He's had a bad start as well.
Worrying.
Oh, there you go.
Mark had a good start.
Who got the worst getaway? Bagnaia down 3.
Zarco down 5.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, you can tell it here, can't you? Yeah, Zarco up 5.
No, it says down there. Oh, they lied on there.
Yeah, it's wrong way round. Yeah, Zarco up 5, not down 5. Zarco's up into 13th position. Oliveira down 4. Binder down 3. Vinales down 4.
Vinales had the first initial... Oh, that was a lot of wobbling there from...
Aldeguer trying to get through on Marini as Mark still closing in behind Bezzecchi, and Acosta's getting through on Aldeguer as well. Good spot. Sorry, that was yours. I should have trusted you on that one.
You were already speaking. I was just trying to signal just like, Acosta's moving.
Yeah, Acosta's moving up the diamond screen to come through into it. As they come through.
I'm very surprised no one crashed out on those first 2 laps, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm surprised as well, actually. It was a smoother start than what I was expecting it to be.
Something tells me that won't be the same for the race, though.
Well, I'm not kidding here. I generally thought we would have a safety car red flag at some point here. As I'll just correct that blog, because it's gone wrong again. Look at that! 131.199 compared to a 131.97 for Alex Marquez. So fractions separating them at the moment, but Mark was a 131.204. So he wasn't faster that last lap time by.
Alex is fastest out there on the track right now. And also, I think this is a relatively not crashy circuit. I still can't believe it was shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think this has... Oh, gone wide there, though somehow managed to keep position for Digi.
Yeah, Morbidelli's trying to come back through underneath him as well. They're both on home soil, of course, the VR46s.
So it's really see who gets first.
Yeah, and really... Also, let's not forget that Pecco Bagnaia has been given sort of an orange card from race control, and so is Franco Morbidelli. Do not continue doing what you're doing with how much bad stuff they've been doing in the last couple of weeks. Zarco passes Bagnaia, so Zarco down 5. Sorry, Zarco up 6, Bagnaia down 5.
Is it ride better, otherwise you're fired cards?
No, it's more like don't dilly-dally on the racing line and keep getting penalties.
I mean, they need to stop doing both.
Yeah. I'm impressed with Marco Bezzecchi here. Just like at Silverstone, he seems to have snapped with this circuit, and he is closing back up time after time. On to lap 4 then of 13, 10 to go. Bezzecchi leads 130.970. 5/10 of a second between Marc Marquez and Alex Marquez. And this is just looking beautiful. The Aprilia this is like he was last year as well, when he won a couple of races. Do you remember? He's fast in the corners, it's smooth in the straights. And Bezzecchi, finally, just like when he was back on Ducati, he's clicked. He's got it. He can take off again.
He has, and I really hope that he maintains this dominance throughout this sprint race, because honestly, I think it is greatly needed.
Would Martin have as much? Would be as far up compared to next year? Do you know what I mean? Like Martin has only had what 4 races on this bike.
Maybe.
If he gets better and better going into next season, can Martin jump to where we're seeing Bezzecchi?
I think it's a possibility. Acosta passes Marini for 7th place, and also Bezzecchi is currently the fastest man out on the track. I think Martin might take a little bit of time to get ahead of him. Did they just set the same Sector 1 time?
Look at the Sector 1 time. So Marco Bezzecchi and Marc Marquez, 25.497 for the pair of them. They've matched completely in Sector 1. Mark is just trying to follow every single sector. I've never seen them match sector times before.
No, it's quite rare. Times, yes, that's normal, but sector times, that is very rare to do. And Oliveira drops yet again a position, and Bezzecchi's still fastest man out on the track.
Yep, it's on to lap 5 and 13, but of this one already, so...
What's with down here? They're almost like a second slower. Augusto is...
Oh, that's Quartararo!
Oh, so much for him winning.
El Diablo has crashed out of the race. Is there someone else there? Because look, he's going like, what?
No.
What?
I think he might have got pushed out.
Well, let's have a look. The front stint away from him mid-corner.
Oh, and he was forced to watch as it just went away from him.
Who's he gestating to then? Is it the bike?
Life.
Yeah.
It's like, did you see that?
That's a shame from Quartararo. He's had such a high weekend so far. Now the sprint race is out. Yellow flag's out, Sector 1.
I was just about to actually talk about Augusto Fernandez, who is about 2 seconds slower than the rest of the field.
What a surprise.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, Quartararo decides it would be a fun idea to crash.
Yeah. Green flag's gone back out again. Marc Marquez is closing down Bezzecchi.
He's rejoined.
Oh, okay, so he's got that bike refired. The V1 as well out there.
Well, there goes my pick.
Yeah, sorry.
Did I accidentally pick him to go down first?
Well, I picked Marc Marquez back in the Grid Network's Grid Tonight show on Wednesday, so it's a sprint race. You've got to go with Marc Marquez. He's won 15 out of the 16 so far.
He might crash out.
Let's just see, shall we?
Depends what Alex has in store.
Down we go into the braking zone for turn number 1.
Oliveira track limits.
Look how much... If Marquez wins here on a Ducati, I think Rimini might erupt. This is valet country.
I don't think they'd be happy if one of the VR46 did get a podium.
Yeah, they really want... Oh, well, then again, Ducati's looking strong. They don't want Aprilia to win here, is that? Look at Mark on the inside! Down in turn 4 and 5! Fabulous move! The crowd cheer on Ducati leading, they cheer Mark, but here comes bang, bang! Oh, bang, bang, bang! Down into turn 8!
Bezzecchi, for some reason, lost 0.2 of a second to Mark there.
Out of nowhere!
What happened there? Did he go wide or something? Is that how Mark managed to get somehow ahead of him? Because we were just watching him. How did that happen?
Mark literally picked the bike up, coming out of turn 4 into 5, and just went, whoop! Thank you very much, I'm going through now, take care.
Already 0.2 ahead. What happened then? Also, he's 1 point away from 500.
Yeah, Marquez is going to romp away with this. Tomorrow he will reach the 500-point marker. I wonder how many he'll have with the season still remaining. Marc Marquez leads then on a Saturday in a sprint race. Balance is restored, and Marquez will win the sprint.
Yellow, Sector 4.
Oh, he's crashed! I don't believe it!
No!
I do not believe it! Marc Marquez has crashed!
I said that as a joke!
I don't believe it! The first time he's crashed down in a sprint race in 2025! And look at this! The fingers are up from the Valet fans who hate Mark!
Well, they're on the podium now.
They've just cheered that Marc Marquez has crashed out! The front drips away from him coming into turn 15!
So you don't get your pick either.
The curse of the commentator from the JB Motorsports booth.
I think it was mainly me because I joked about him crashing out.
And I literally just said about balance restored to the universe, and Marquez is leading a sprint race on course to win again, and then the next corner, down he goes.
He hit the air fence as well.
Yeah, he just drips the inside line. I cannot believe it.
I'm very glad. Oh, look at that. Oh, he's going to have to get checked out in the medical centre. I mean, it wasn't that hard, but still,
it's
they're going to
flat out, though, and it's in such a small gravel trap.
Bagnaia goes down into 12th after getting passed by Bastianini, and it's... Well, what was that smile there?
Gigi Delignio, no, I don't know. It's just unbelievable dumb luck. So Marc Marquez, who's won 14 of the 15 sprint races this year, won't make it 15 out of 16 here today. But will it be 16 out of 16 for Marquez to win the sprint race? Because the man who beat him in his only defeated weekend back at Silverstone, only won 2 in this race, Bezzecchi and Alex.
And then we've got Didier Morbidelli just happy to be on the podium because that placates all of the fans.
What on earth? What on earth is going on? Look at this, though. Alex now needs to outscore Mark by 10 or more points in the Tissot sprint to deny Mark a title chance to Japan.
Well, he's not scoring any points this time. Alex Marquez has a track limits warning. He's trying so much right now. And he was already outscoring Mark by 10 points. So he's already denying him unless he himself also crashes out.
You get 12 points for winning the sprint race. You get 9 points for finishing in second. Alex has got to win this race. If Alex wins the sprint race now, the title can't be decided in Japan. It has to go down to Indonesia.
Oh, but Mark so loves celebrating in Japan.
This is absolutely insane.
And it'll make it worth getting up in the morning.
Aldeguer getting ahead of Luca Marini.
He sensed that Mark was down and Alex needed someone else to play with.
There's Marc Marquez. Well, he's just prolonged the inevitable, isn't it, as well, about when he's going to become world champion in 2025.
Maybe
that's his second crash retirement of the season after... Because he got back up in Spain, didn't he?
There it is again. I'm very glad he'd let go of that bike. And yeah, I think he did crash out.
He crashed out in Spain but got back up. He crashed out at Silverstone, but the race got red flagged, so he got another go at it.
Yeah.
But so his only retirement of the year I can remember that didn't get a restart was back at Kota. Well.
Vinales is a track limits warning.
Well, you can write about one of the VR46s getting a bronze medal. But we're running out of laps here. 5 to go. Lap 9 of 13. And Alex needs to pass Bezzecchi. He needs to stop.
Still stick
the title chance. Is
still
Alex
6 tenths down.
Is he going to... Yeah, on per lap. Look at that. 131, 101, 131, 289. So I don't think Alex has got this.
He's actually going slower than Bezzecchi right now.
By the way, there goes my £20 bet for Marquez 1-2. Bagnaia's dropping down again. He's been passed by Binder. Bagnaia's dropped several places.
6, to be precise.
Okay.
That's a lot. Also, it's 53% chance of rain.
Yeah.
I don't think it will rain yet, though.
I agree there from Simon Patterson. Real classy move from the Dora TV directors, cutting to the fans of the VR46 glowing, cheering Mark's crash. Also, a woman sticking her middle fingers up and cheering and going, well, Vapa Napoli, I think you can say. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
Why?
Absolute insaneness from Adorna's TV direction there. But still, we carry on with a interesting... Look at this, though.
Alex is increasing.
Yeah, he's starting to close up. The third sector for Alex now was faster by a tenth. And he's now starting to close in. But Bagnaia is struggling out there.
And right now, I think for the first time ever, Marc Marquez is hoping that his brother does not win a race.
Yes, because if he doesn't, that means that the title chance can still be on going into the next time out in Japan.
He's probably looking at the screen right now saying, come on, Alex, also fall.
Yeah.
At least if Father chose the right pit box this time.
That is true, that is true. But is Marco Bezzecchi, who held the lead brilliantly for Aprilia, going to hold the lead here now?
I hope so. It'd be nice for him to get away. Oh, he is generally just watching, probably hoping that Alex does not win.
He's on a... Yeah. The bike just dipped underneath, and there's a bump coming into that part of the track. He hit the bump, and it just goes down, and it just drags him along. I must say, Maddie Patterson, every time she is in the media centre this year, Marc Marquez crashes.
True.
I'm not even joking. Every single time.
Marc Marquez is Maddie's version of Brendan Hartley.
Yeah, I'm going to give him a call. And it's a complete and utter coincidence. But
That's not what you called it every single time I'm in the box when Brendan Hartley's there.
Oh, it's the curse then. Maddie's cursing Mark. I will send her a... Maddie, if you're listening... Stop. Oh, Binder's gone down a couple of... Binder's off!
I think his bike's died.
I think you're right, yeah. Binder's off into the kiddie litter, but he's just rolled it into the gravel. He's gone... Yeah.
Yeah, his bike's died.
And you have a go at me when things go wrong. He's just gone... to the bike.
At least you didn't try to hit the bike to make it start working again. Because technology does not work like that, Joshua. You saw Doctor Who do it, and then as a child, you just picked it up, and I hate that it actually does kind of work.
It wasn't just that.
Well, machines... Do you know for TV remotes, Mum and Dad tell us off for that, but it actually does make them work again.
It does work, yeah.
It's like rebooting them.
For instance... Oh, never mind. Still, yes, Mark will still get match point in Japan if Alex doesn't win this sprint. Yes.
Well, he's a second behind and 3 laps to go, so I'm going to say
It just makes it
not.
harder for Mark to be champion in Japan.
He likes challenges.
Yeah.
Also, why am I hearing, I think, your old ringtone? That... Are those bagpipes?
Yes.
Sheep, bagpipes. Are we in Scotland?
It's the Jim Clark Memorial Tribute. That's why it's on the screen.
Is he Scottish?
Yes, Jim Clark was Scottish.
Was he Scottish?
Yes.
I
Although we
thought it
claim he
seemed
was
Scottish.
British because, you know, he won something. So he was British, but no, he was
UK.
Scottish. Yeah. Jim Clark Scottish. Jim Clark British. David Coulthard Scottish.
The opposites.
Andy Murray, dual citizenship.
He was born on the border of both.
Yeah.
I actually wonder if anyone ever was.
Probably is somewhere along there.
I'm gonna look that up later. Wins track limits.
Just trying to look at the timing screen. I don't think, but yeah, Bezecchi's pulled out a second advantage. That's it. Alex needs to fight this, and he's not fighting. Come on, Alex. Push hard.
Maybe he knows that if he wins, then Mark won't be able to win in Japan, and maybe he wants him to win in Japan.
Maybe he does. We are on a quick off, by the way, as we have to get back to Goodwood for the first part of the big race of the weekend, the St Mary's Trophy.
Oh, look there.
Which is the classic touring car action. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of action going. I'm going a bit dizzy. I think Mark's thing has actually blown my mind.
I think you got the concussion instead of him.
Just got very dizzy all of a sudden standing in the commentary box.
Would you like to sit down?
I'm all right for now, but I generally think that the Marc Marquez accident has sort of gone... Oh.
You are actually a little bit warm.
I haven't eaten anything that much today, and also
no wonder you're feeling
I've
dizzy.
been needing an inhaler for the entire race, and I didn't expect this to be doing so much shouting.
And the man wonders why he feels dizzy.
Yeah, shortness of
and
breath.
And you don't have a drink. Water!
I reckon Alex will do what his brother does at the end about the end. But he's only got one more lap. The gap is actually he's 6:10, so it might do.
Not unless Bezecchi decides he also wants to see what the barrier's like.
Well, this is the last lap of the Tissot sprint. Let's find out what's going to happen.
Mark didn't even make it a lap being first before he met the barrier.
Still going to be pushing as hard as they can. This is
you go.
I was going to say Ferdinand Aguirre's on the back of Pedro Costa for 5th.
I forgot to mention, Quartararo entered the pits a while ago, just after Mark crashed.
So he's out of the race.
I think he saw it as an opportunity to, I may as well
just
go in.
Yeah, just 19 left in the race then.
Yeah.
On the overall times. Shame, but we'll get that.
And for some reason, Augusto Fernandez and Chantra are right next to each other, and they both seem that far away that you'd think, if you looked at it just newly, you'd think they'd both crashed and got back up again. But no.
Well,
they didn't.
No. Look at this, Aprilia watching on. They've won 2 Grand Prix now. They're going to be on course for winning a sprint as well. Ladies and gentlemen, here in Rimini for the San Marino Grand Prix. The curse is lifted. All season long, it has been a Marquez who has won on a Saturday. 14 of them went to Mark, 1 went to Alex. Welcome a new name to a sprint winner in 2025. Marco Bezzecchi wins the Tissot Sprint. It's not a Marquez domination. Nobody's perfect. But today, definitely, Marco Bezzecchi was.
Woohoo! And that also means that Mark still has a chance
to clinch the title.
And Digi gets on the podium, which means that tomorrow Morbidelli must get on the podium to make it fair.
Who else but the hometown hero of Marco Bezzecchi, born and bred in Rimini? He's won on home soil and he's defeated Marc Marquez and Alex Marquez in a sprint race.
Even if he doesn't win tomorrow, I think this would mean a lot more.
Oh yeah, I think he can win tomorrow. I think Bezzecchi can do the double now.
Well, this will be a special moment.
Well, there's the audio coming through there. Yellow flag out in sector 4. Who's gone down now?
No one. It's just everyone's on the track.
Fair point.
Oh,
Megan.
there's a big crack in...
Oh, there is also as well. There's Valentino Rossi, who will cheer his fellow countryman Marco Bezzecchi. And, of course, Digi finishes in 3rd place.
It's all happiness for him all round.
Well, we've got to get over to the first part of the St. Mary's Trophy. Megan, your thoughts on a thrilling Tissot sprint? It's not a Marquez on a Saturday.
I'm very glad that finally it's not a Marquez. Also, both of our picks went down first. Did we accidentally pick them to crash out rather than win?
I think we did. It's a bit annoying, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like those two were the first of the 3 to actually go down, so I feel like it was just rubbing it in our face.
Full results then from the order. It is Marco Bezzecchi from Alex Marquez and Fabio Di Gianantonio, Franco Morbidelli, Pedro Costa and Fermin Aldeguer, Luca Marini, Jorge Martin and Raul Fernandez, Aneo Bashini, Johan Zarco and Ayagura, Pecco Bagnaia, Jack Miller and Maverick Vinales, Miguel Oliveira, Alex Rins, Augusto Fernandez, Somkat Chantra, Brad Binder, Marc Marquez and Fabio Quartararo, the 3 non-finishers. A strange race here in San Marino. What will tomorrow bring? But for the first time on a Saturday, it's not a Marquez victorious. Marco Bezzecchi, hometown hero, takes the win. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.